Hey yo, how we doing today? Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm happy to be back today, guys. I don't know what was up with me yesterday. I was actually feeling kind of lightheaded while I was recording yesterday. So if I seemed a little off, that's why I was actually feeling a little off still. But today, hey, much better. Now the only thing, I was losing my mind in the morning because, well, yesterday actually I was also losing my mind because I had to record the video twice yesterday. There was a part where like it didn't switch when I needed to switch the camera, and I was like, oh man, I was kind of pissed off at that. And then today too, like my camera wouldn't turn on in the morning, and I kept trying to do updates and whatnot and switch it up, and yeah, finally it worked. So let's also say thank you to the people who come in every day and watch the footage and video. I appreciate you guys spending your time with me, no matter where you are, where you're from. I appreciate everybody who comes in and checks out the channel and spends some time with me. All right. Yeah. So today, actually, I'm gonna tell you a story before we get into the information real quick. It's about this gentleman, right? This older guy. He was basically my mentor. His name was Clay, right? And he passed away a couple years ago. So R.I.P. to him. But this is when I was like bartending at the Mexican restaurant, right? It was around a nice area. And so what happened is this guy used to come in every day, right? And he would always have a nice meal, a nice beer, some tequila. And as time went on, we got to know each other and whatnot. And as well as he was very friendly, right? So he would talk to like almost the whole staff. And the bartenders really loved him as well, right? And something crazy, right? So his bill was normally like 50, $60. And he would always tip us 50, $60, okay? And I was always impressed, right? I was like, man, this guy tips 100% of the bill. And when I'm talking about every day, I mean, he was coming in 5, 6 times a week, right? Because he lived right around the corner, so he could just walk there. So he would come in and we got to know him really well. Great guy, right? Nice guy. He taught me some stuff in the market, right? And what he taught me was when I first told him, asked him what he did, he's like, oh yeah, I invest, I trade stocks. And I was like, oh, well, which ones, have you traded? And he started telling me, right, he made money with like Party City, with Herbalife, with Caesar's Palace, right? He had a bunch of different examples. And then what he taught me was that to always go for the stocks that are like $5 to $15, right? That's where you have a lot of potential. He said not to really mess with penny stocks because they're more rare, they're harder to hit. It's more a return, yeah, but it is a little bit harder to hit those, I would say. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor, and he wasn't my financial advisor or anything. He was just, a mentor. And he kept telling me, he asked me at first, and I was like, he's like, what are you buying? I was like, oh, well, I'm buying, Amazon, Walmart, McDonald's. He's like, no, no, no. Those are already big companies, right? Like your return is not going to be that much. So he said, you want to go for, he's basically taught me the idea of like looking into the future and thinking about what is going to be popular in the later future, right? Or what people might need or use. So that's what he always said, right? And he said, always buy like at least 100 shares, 200. I'm sure he was buying like thousands of shares, right? Because when he would tell me about his plays and stuff, I mean, he said, in a swing play, he might make like 15, 20 G's, right? Which a swing play can be like a couple days or a couple weeks. So a couple months maybe. So, but and he would always say, invest in the long term. Like, don't be trying to day trade and all this stuff, right? He said like you make a lot of money in the long term as well. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of mention that because people ask me sometimes, how I got into stocks, and that's kind of my story. Is just I had multiple people that would sit at the bar and they would be like, oh yeah, I trade stocks, that for a living, and I'm like, wow, that must be awesome, right? Like, so that's how I took it upon myself to AMC just got a nice little 3% pop after hours, huh? That's that's good to see. All right, it's at 23.17 right now, up 3% after hours, guys, and it was down 1.27%. All right, so yeah, I just wanted to tell you that story real quick. Let's go ahead and move over to the information. All right. Yeah, but I missed that guy. I loved Clay. Oh, AMC 23.49, guys. What the heck? We have some shorts closing out. I'm gonna point some stuff out today. Let's go ahead and move over to the other screen. Let's see if this continues, guys. It's up 4% right now. Alrighty. First off, there is kind of some talks about stimulus checks in 2022. how Omicron could prompt discussions for further relief payments. Now, it's not exactly for us, right? Let's scroll down a little bit. So because of the variant and spreading rapidly, new COVID cases during the last week of December hit a record 7-day, right? Let's see what else I wanted to point out here. And even people who are vaccinated saying they're still catching the virus, right? But it wouldn't go to us necessarily, like the retail people was what I was reading. Is that the money would actually go to restaurants and gyms and things like that, right? Because it's not exactly like a stimulus for like we're getting like a $1,200 check or whatever. Guys, we do have some action. AMC is moving right now. 23.28, 23.49. What's going on? What's going on? All right, so yeah, I was just looking at here, right? So it's mostly for businesses, okay? That's all I noticed on the stimulus check, all right? But nothing to get too excited about. Okay, now let's talk about the biggest short squeezes in history, guys, right? From Piggly Wiggly to GameStop, and short squeezes have been causing drama on the stock market for more than a century. Read on to learn about the biggest short squeezes in history and how you can take part in the next one. Which, in my opinion, that's AMC, baby. What are short squeezes? There are market events where traders push up the value of a stock, forcing short sellers to go buy shares, right? Go long to minimize their losses. As the short sellers buy stock, the share value rises even higher, increasing the profits of short squeeze traders. So these are the top 5 right here: Piggly Wiggly, Volkswagen, Herbalife, Tesla, GameStop. It's gonna break down how each one happened, right? Each one happened a different way. Let's look at this one. After market traders started to short Piggly Wiggly, Saunders vowed to hit back. Using his own money, 10 million from a group of bankers, he bought up all the available Piggly Wiggly stock, pushing the stock price up by approximately 50%. So see, like that's what I've heard already around the internet is like, why isn't AMC buying back shares, or why isn't Adam Aaron fighting back with us right now? He's been kind of quiet, in my opinion, on the whole short squeeze, because I would actually love a share recount similar to the one that happened in like before June, right? Because it exposed how many, at least a number, it gave us a range of like where we were at. And it's been a while, so I would like an update to see how many shareholders there are and whatnot. At least an idea. The Volkswagen one, okay, that one's very popular. The Herbalife one, which I'm telling you, my mentor Clay, he was part of this one. So what happened? Ekman was so confident because they shorted $1 billion worth of Herbalife, right? But when its stock was trading at approximately $45, rival hedge fund manager Carl, publicly disagreed with Ekman's bet, and a battle of the egos saw, Carl take a 26% share in Herbalife, making him the company's largest shareholder, netting him $1 billion over the next few years. Wow. For Ekman, it was the worst short squeeze ever. By the time Pershing exited the short position in February 2018, the stock was trading more than $90 per share, and the company is still very much in existence today. That's good. But I mean, yeah, look, that's crazy. You see it go from $7,000 to $12,000, guys. All right. Of course, the Tesla one. Basically, there was a lot of short sellers, attacking this one, and they didn't believe in the future of it, the popularity of it, right? So electric vehicles were becoming more popular. The company was preparing to join the S&P 500, and the board had just announced a 5-to-1 stock split, which meant that anyone who bought Tesla shares before August 21st, 2020 would effectively get 4 shares for free for 1 bought. So that's pretty interesting. I don't know if that would work for AMC because there is already so many shares. Because that's actually pretty wild, right? That a stock split is what also helped cause a squeeze. Adding that, because that adds more shares to the pool. But I'm sure it was a smaller pool. And then there's the GameStop one, all right? And just to reiterate that, like, the price, guys, can go from anywhere to the sky, okay? Like to the moon. Remember that. Like, this was also trading around, you know, $18, went all the way up to 350 or something like that. Oh, okay, this is in percentages. All right. So I just wanted to point these out. I'm gonna put this link down below. Yeah, so what else? Okay, this right here, this AMC article that came out. It's pretty bullish, guys. I do like what they're saying at the end, right? Kind of pointing some things out that we bounced off this key level 2091, and talking about how much it's declined, you know, the past 5 trading days with the market as well, because of the Omicron news, right? The variant kind of bringing down, threatening stocks. See, it's just threatening the reopening, but it's kind of a mixed bag. I've seen, you know, a 50-50 on that when it comes to the whether we're going to be bullish or bearish here in the next few months. And all right, let's just move down here. Aaron is revered by many in the ape communities across various social media sites for not only its willingness to embrace retail traders, but to tailor the businesses toward their interests, right? By accepting Dogecoin and payment as gift cards, right? You can buy gift cards with crypto. And then the concessions, right? And entering into the NFT space. What I wanted to point out was right here, though. When AMC bounced and wicked off the 2080 level, it created a bullish double bottom pattern on the daily chart, right? And I'll point that out right now too, what the double bottom pattern is. When paired with a similar price action at that level on December 14th, remember that was when they were having the glitches with the short interest that we saw 40%. So if AMC closes the trading there near its opening price or higher, it will print either a long-legged doji candlestick or a hammer, right? Which could indicate higher prices will come on Friday. All right. That makes sense, right? Maybe a lot of these are not hedged. I'm going to show you the options chain as well. But maybe a lot of these calls were not hedged for, and they were just trying to knock the price down, right, as low as they could. And I think 20 is the bottom. If it is the double bottom right there, then that's the bottom, and we'll see a reversal here on. And then also the RSI, which is super low. That's also a technical indicator, which indicates the stock is oversold and can be a buy signal for traders, right? And by midday, AMC had far higher than average volume. So the total volume today was 52 million, guys. And that's a little bit higher. The average, I think, on Webull is like 40 some million. All right. So that's what I did. Like, we need to start to see that 70, 80, 100 million volume plus, guys. And that will be our confirmation. All right. This thing's getting ready to. There it goes again. It's up 4.19%, 2340 after hours, guys. All right. Let's see. AMC has resistance above 25, 29, and support below at 20 and 17. All right. So this double bottom is going to be what it's talking about right here. Okay. Talking about 1, 2, and then hopefully, 2350, guys. Move up like this, back this way, right? That's the idea of the double bottom. It's talking about this right here. It's confirmation, giving you a double confirmation that we're about to see a reversal. Okay, guys. That's the daily chart, right? Or sorry, that's the daily chart. Let me go to the Webull one. Okay, this is all right. What I wanted to point out, the volume, guys, over the average, which is good to start, right? 52 million. Like I was saying, it's up 4% right now. And what I wanted to also point out is the flow, okay? There was 198 million versus 181 million. Large was 1.96, 3.49, 137 versus 124. And then we had 59 versus 53. All right, so today retail came in. They were buying. Today's AMC day, guys. If you go on Twitter, right? If you go on Stock Twits, you will see that the hashtag AMC day, all right? So that's what was going on today. As far as like the joke of the day, right? I mean, I like that though. But we're always having fun with it, you know. We always find a way to fight back and have fun with it. All right, so let's see what happens, guys. I mean, it's moving pretty nice right now, like we were saying. That's what we want to see. I don't know where this price action is coming from right now, to be honest, but it's good, right? Because that it's just higher than it was for the day. All right, 23.29 right now. So nothing really changed here. There's that doji candle that Benzinga was talking about. That is. So if this is the double bottom, guys, whew, this is what I want to see. Just a fake out, right? And we'll come back and trade in here. And hopefully get out of this and go way higher, right? The last thing I want to point out here with AMC, guys, is the options chain. If you look at here, the open interest, right? This is the open interest. The date, January 21st. These are already all in the money currently. So if you come down, what I like, and I think is bullish, normally this is a bullish signal, right? Look at the $145 strike price. Right now, currently, there's more that has been added, right? 195,000 are open right now for the 21st. All right, so we got to keep an eye on that. We're getting closer and closer to that pressure point. And yesterday, Rico pointed out that some major, options expire in this month. There's a certain day. I believe it's on the 21st. So I did, watch his video from yesterday. If you guys want to go watch it, I thought it was pretty good. All right, so that's the options chain. There's a lot of possibility here until the 21st, right? These are all open right now. All right, cool. Let's move on. Let's go ahead and talk about Lucid. All right, we're on the 1 hour chart, guys. It had a decent day. Let's see, it was up 4.20%, guys. Right, this morning everything dropped dramatically. Everything was just diving and then started reversing, right? And you started to see some bullish momentum. And so if we zoom in a little bit, that's what you want to see, is the higher highs and the higher lows. So after that drop, there's one, there's two, starts to form this uptrend, right? So we'll see if it can hold it tomorrow. Like we have been saying and talking about, there's going to be new money coming into the market, fresh money, right? That investors want to buy new companies, and I think that Lucid is catching the attention that it needs to in order to get those investors to come in. RSI is sitting good, 53. Between 50 and 70, that's showing strength, guys. So we can expect to see a little more upside, right? Let me scroll down a little bit. The MACD as well. We want to see the orange line cross, and then you start to see the green momentum, all right? So yeah, like I said, I'm not playing options right now, guys. I'm just strictly playing the shares. So that's what we got going on with Lucid. I didn't find any news articles today, so I can't really go over that, but we can go ahead and look at the order flow real quick, right? Let's see if there was more money coming in. No, so there was actually more selling pressure. Looks like, so 409 versus 328. But you did have a lot of big orders, right? So large scooping up, that's probably what pushed it from here. Medium, 154 versus 192. And retail small was 162 versus 216, all right? All right, guys, that's all I got to talk about Lucid, right? Volume is still low. I've already mentioned that once we start to see heavy volume, right, like 80, 100 million more, which is very possible. I mean, I've seen up to like 200, 300 million with Lucid. Then we'll start to see, some dramatic green days. Ooh, it just turns out AMC is up to 2380, guys. What is going on? It's 6% for after hours. Let's see what the heck. Nice little green candle there. See? Hopefully it keeps going, guys. Never know. All right, let's move on to Bitfarms. Bitfarms, as well, is kind of just chilling. Kind of sideways, guys. Not much going on with it there. Volume was 6.8 million. So it's at 451, right? We can zoom out a little bit. It's still just trading sideways, guys. What we want to see, of course, is again, like it's just based on volume right now is what I'm really focusing on, guys. I don't see too much volume, right? So it's gonna just keep going sideways, or unless crypto makes a nice move here soon. I don't know. I mean, let's see what Bitcoin's at right now. And GameStop's running too, guys. Dang, GameStop's up 17%. Holy crap. All right, Bitcoin is at 43 right now, right? So until we get back above 50, guys, I mean, this thing is probably not going to be moving too crazy, right? Let's see. And then, yeah, we can go over here. And what I do want to remind you guys of that, you know, I'm still bullish on this. Of course, I'm holding my shares with Bitfarm. What I want to point out is that there's the average price target is $10, all right? Due to the fundamentals, guys, due to the amount of money they're bringing in, right? Due to their growth projections, right? It's all the real numbers. It's just this damper that has been on the market for a few weeks now. But if you hang in there, guys, right, we will be rewarded, in my opinion, guys, all right? I mean, usually the market makers, right, when they're looking at this and doing this, that's where they're gonna move it to, right? That's what the goal is, right? The idea, right? And yeah, it's fallen, you know, about 16%, 20%, something like that, you know, as far as Bitfarms. The past month, yeah, it's down 18%, right? But remember, you don't lose if you're below, right? If you're negative, the only way you lose is if you sell your shares, right? As long as you keep your shares in your position, guys, like the price goes up, then your value goes up, right? It's your position, right? Oh man, that looks beautiful right now. I mean, AMC is up 23.73 right now, guys. That's some good action right there. All right, so let's just remember, right? We're aiming for that $10 average price target that analysts are talking about, right? Anything else here? Let's see. Oh yeah, which I also like that this actually ranked higher than 82% of stocks, okay? In the capital markets industry. All right, so a lot of people are bullish on it, guys. I mean, what can we say? All right, cool. Let's move on to Loopring. This article came out, right, and it is talking about how it's kind of bearish, right? Loopring price predictions turn dire as emerging pattern points to a steep sell-off. They were talking about how I believe it was Reddit. So once the darling investors chasing the bullish run in November 2021, Loopring now finds itself in dire straits as buying momentum on the Loopring pair dries up. The decision by the cryptocurrency Reddit group to censor posts related to Loopring in favor to those promoting Polygon did not help the cause of the token. Loopring declined more than 24% in December. It has started the year on a negative note with a 4.3 loss on the week as of now. But let's see what the price prediction is right now. So they're saying, right, if it breaks $2, which it did, $2.01, it would come down to 109. That's really low. Oh, it's a measured move. This move is expected to take out the 1.16 support mark along the way. Woo. I mean, that's kind of like where I was aiming, Raz. Like if it breaks, it's gonna go to like $1.50. But yeah, they're talking about this falling wedge here. It's been that's technically a downtrend, right? And it hasn't been able to break it. And I have it charted out here as well. Right. Ooh, so we just got a nice green candle. It's up 10%. Ooh, all right. Earlier when I was looking at it, guys, it was at $1.80, $1.70. So that's a nice green confirmation. I'm wondering, guys, if GameStop just released that news about the NFT marketplace, because it is up 17.9% right now, GameStop, right? Let's go look real quick. See if we can find anything. Oh, what is this? GameStop entering NFT cryptocurrency markets as part of turnaround plan. Is launching a division to develop a marketplace for non-fungible tokens and establish cryptocurrency partnerships according to people familiar with its plans. This just came out 10 minutes ago, okay, guys? pushing the company into much hype areas as they turn around the core video game business. The retail has hired more than 20 people, right? What else? According to the people, the company is asking select game developers to publish its list NFTs in the marketplace when it launches later this year, people said. All right. Sorry, I'm just reading this too. I haven't seen this, guys. Let's see what we got. Still going, man. I mean, 154. That's GameStop. It's up 23.24. $23.24 after hours. I want to see if I see anything about Loopring here. All right, guys, it's a pretty long article. I'm gonna have to get back to you guys on this, right? So we don't spend too much time here. So let's wrap this up, guys. Hopefully it is the news, right? About Loopring and GameStop teaming up for this NFT marketplace. Like I said, I've been holding my Loopring strong even through all this, downfall, because I got in at a decent price, right? I didn't get in down here. I got in somewhere around here. All right, guys. Yeah, that's all I really got. Thank you for coming in today. Hopefully you learned something, got some valuable information. AMC's at 23.78, so we'll have to see what happens with that. All right, guys. Until tomorrow. See you later.